Thank you. I have the distinct pleasure now to recognize our Public Service Award for this year. The Public Service Award recognizes a CPA who has made a significant contribution to his or her community while demonstrating that it is possible to make a difference in the lives of others. It is my pleasure to announce this year's selection, H. Harry Haslam, Jr. Harry is a managing partner of Hancock Askew and Company, LLP in Savannah, Georgia, and has been a member of the Georgia Society of CPAs for over 35 years. He is a member of the Savannah chapter. Harry has volunteered countless hours of his time for community and charitable entities. The list of his activities is endless, and there are too many to name during this presentation, so I will highlight just some of the most significant. The 200 Club of the Coastal Empire. Harry is one of the original founders and a current board member of this organization. The principal objective is to provide immediate financial assistance to the surviving spouse and children of local law enforcement officers and firefighters who lose their lives in the line of duty. Another organization Harry is involved with is the Hibernian Society of Savannah. He is currently serving as president of this organization that was founded in 1812 for the original purpose of offering aid and assistance to needy Irish immigrants, but today has expanded its services to support the Empty Stocking Fund, the Inner City Night Shelter, the Salvation Army, and many other worthy charitable organizations. Ann Carroll, the Director of Business Development at Harry's firm, nominated him for this award. To quote Ann, in addition to his personal service, Harry encourages his family and all those that work at the firm to support whatever charities in which they believe. On a number of occasions each year, Hancock Askew, at Harry's direction and with Harry's support, has organized events to raise money for charitable organizations. J. Harry Haslam is deserving of this honor because he is someone who consistently gives back in both time and resources to our community and encourages those that he mentors to do the same. It is with pleasure that I, along with the members of the Georgia Society of CPAs, recognize H. Harry Haslam, Jr. as the recipient of the 2010 Public Service Award.
For those of you who don't know me, I love a microphone. I want us all to take just a second in quiet reflection and think about the recession we're in. Think about your most emotional issue with a family, friend, or client. Think about how bad you or someone has said it is, and just get that thought about this current recession. Now, let's set that thought aside for a minute and let me talk to you about energy. The energy we need is measured in calories. The major source of caloric intake in this world is rice. The second leading source is wheat. Does anybody know what the third leading source is? It's the cassava plant. It's a root vegetable. It feeds over 800 million people in Africa, Asia, and South America. Being a root plant is subject to disease. It has contracted a necrotic brown lump that ruins the vegetable, where it is not edible, and even swine and livestock won't eat it. It's commonly referred to as the brown streak blight. And you wonder why I bring that up on an occasion like this. This blight is very similar to the Pontopic flora infestations. And you might wonder what that is. That is what ravaged Western Europe and Ireland in the 1840s. It killed over 1 million people. It caused families such as mine to immigrate to the United States, to America from Ireland. It affected about 10 million people. This blight affects 800 million people. It's only through our work and philanthropic efforts that we can fight something like this on a worldwide basis. At the top of the pyramid in charitable giving are people like Bill and Belinda Gates, Catholic Relief Services, UNICEF, the Peace Corps. That group has already committed over $100 million in resources to fight this blight. Now, let's go back to my original thought, the recession and how bad we have it. What's my point? My father always told me if I had to explain my point, they might not be getting what you say. But I'm going to explain it anyway. Everyone in this room is bright. Everyone in this room is very successful. Everyone in this room is motivated. Everyone in here is hardworking. You wouldn't be in this room if you weren't all of those things. In the United States of America,